Hi, and thank you for choosing the OPOTEK Opolette system for your work. The purpose of this instructional video is to help you get set up to use your Opolette when you first receive it. Should you have any questions that cannot be answered by this video or the user manual, please reach out to us at support@opotek.com. Before beginning, please be sure to inspect the crate and contents for damage. If you notice any damage, please take pictures of it, scan the shipping documents, and send it all in an email to support@opotek.com. First, secure the Opolette laser head to an optical bench using the 3 clamps provided. This is to ensure laser safety and also to protect the optics, mirrors, and motors from accidental bumps and drops. If you do not have an optical table, secure the laser head to a lab bench or sturdy table using clamps. Next, we will demonstrate filling the pump laser power supply with distilled water and priming the water pump. Do not turn the power supply on without this step, as it will damage the laser. Find the coolant reservoir bottle and tubing. Connect the tubing to the bottle, then connect the tubing to the front of the pump laser power supply. You will find the water ports at the very bottom of the pump laser power supply. Fill the bottle with distilled water. Leaving the lid open, allow water to flow into the pump laser power supply by gravity. You should hear the water flowing into the reservoir in the power supply box. Keep filling the bottle with water until the water starts coming back up the out tubing. Leaving the top piece of tubing connected to the power supply to serve as a ventilation port, cap the water bottle and disconnect the other tubing. Now gently turn the power supply on its side. Attach the hand pump to the blue water outlet port on the back of it. Place the open end of the hand pump tube into a bucket or reservoir and squeeze the hand pump about 10 times to pull the water through the pump. Stand the pump laser power supply back up. It will now be safe to turn on later. There is a USB flash drive included with the system. It contains the OPOTEK control software, the software development kit, the user manual, and configuration files. Insert the USB into your computer and install the control software by opening the setup.exe file in the root folder. Now we will connect all the cables. First, connect the remote box to the front of the pump laser power supply. Locate the RS232 cable. It's a cable with 1 head attachment on one side and 3 on the other, including 2 B and C attachments. The single side attaches to the back of the Opolette laser head at the port labeled laser. The other side, with the 3 parts, attaches to the pump laser power supply in the front. The other RS232 head fits into the port labeled IOIO. The trigger BNC port goes into the lamp out port, and the interlock goes into the interlock in port. Next, we'll connect the pump laser power supply to the Opolette laser head using the pump laser power supply I/O cable. We need to attach the pump laser power supply coolant lines to the back of the pump laser power supply and the back of the Opolette laser head. They are labeled red and blue on both lines and each port. Next, connect the Opolette laser head to the Opolette electronics box using the 2 44-pin Opolette I/O cables. Be sure to screw them in place well. Now, connect the wave meter patch fiber to the back of both the Opolette laser head and the fiber port of the Opolette electronics box. Next, we'll connect the Opolette electronics box and the pump laser power supply to wall outlets using the included power cables. Now we connect the Opolette electronics box to the computer using a USB cable. Lastly, insert the pump laser power supply keys into the front of the pump laser power supply. That's it for connecting everything together. Now for the exciting part. Turn the key and power on the pump laser power supply and run the OPOTEK control software from the computer. Power on the Opolette electronics box with a switch on the front. After turning on the system, the pump laser power supply will begin to cycle water. You may need to add more water after it starts cycling. If so, turn the key to turn it off, add more water, then turn it back on, waiting a minimum of 3 seconds. You should be all set.